I've seen some produce in the grocery store, probably grapes, in perforated bags, I guess for air circulation to let out moisture. Have you used this type of bag for anything, or do you see a need for it? I've never seen a need for it. I actually, the majority of product, I had a sample of those once that I tried, and they, I didn't really see a need for them. They were just expensive. So what was the point? Um, you see them more typically with fruit and things like grapes. I've seen them on tomatoes. I've seen them on cherry tomatoes. I've seen them with other types of fruit. They're often used for things that are packed and sit on the shelf for a long time. Local produce doesn't do that much. So I don't see a point for it really. So I wouldn't bother. When it comes down to packing produce, I've talked about this a lot in the past, but it's worth mentioning again. Packing, like say greens are the most delicate thing to pack that's going to sit on the shelf. The way to keep your greens looking good in the bag is to do the washing and spinning and drying the day before they're packed, so that they sit in the cooler at least all night, like 8 hours, and then they might get packed in the morning. They get packed cold, and then they go back in the cooler cold, and once they're sealed, they're still cold. That way there isn't a temperature fluctuation. That way you don't get a lot of clouding in the bags. So that's an important way to do it. Some people will harvest their greens, wash them, and then pack them right there, and then they go in the cooler. And then when the air outside of the bag is cold and the product inside is warm, that creates condensation in there, and then that's what makes those bags look cloudy, and then it doesn't look good when they're sitting on the shelf.